Hello, friends. Welcome back to Budgeting Over 40. I'm Melissa, and we are here to do a quick budget with me of the money that you see in Ready to Assign $1,375.70. We need to see what this money could do for us until our next payday, which is on Valentine's Day, February 14th. So let's jump in and see what we can cover. All right, you guys. So before we do anything with the money that is in Ready to Assign, we do need to jump over into the accounts over here and we need to approve and reconcile some of these accounts. So in my inflow account, I do have money that was moved between my primary account and my inflow account. So we're just going to go ahead and approve these two. And then the money that is in Ready to Assign is the SSI benefits that I receive every month for $1,375.50. Now, I did have a viewer ask me, how is it that I'm able to get SSI benefits? And I'm sorry, but like I did respond to her comment, I did say that I'm not quite ready to discuss this. So it's just know that there is a benefit that comes in every month. Next is Credit Karma Savings. So $40 was transferred over to my Credit Karma Savings, and we're going to go ahead and reconcile this account. $1,395.50 is the balance. Next account is the primary account, and the only two transactions to be approved are the movements between this account and the inflow account, and we could go ahead and reconcile $89.52. Next account up is our bills account. Oh wow. So in this account, BCCC did take their payments finally, two checks in the amount of $100 apiece. So we're going to go ahead and approve these, and then we're going to reconcile. This account only have 12 cents as of right now. And then Credit Karma is the next account that we need to reconcile. This is the $40 transfer between this account and the inflow account. We're going to clear it and we're going to reconcile to 2028. That is the balance. And I did check these balances before starting the recording of this video. So now we're just going to jump back over to the budget. We do have two overspent categories to cover. The first one is the credit card interest. Now I have a total of $104.27. Now this is between three credit cards. My Apple credit card for $18.90. My Chase card for $21.53. Now, even though Chase was paid off in the month of January, there is residual interest that I was charged. So once this is clear, this is the only balance that's on the card. Once it's cleared, then we're going to be at a zero balance again. Capital One number two got charged $63.84. So we're going to go ahead and cover this out of Ready to Assign. There isn't any money that I was able to move around to cover this, so I know it definitely had to come out of Ready to Assign. Copay is next. There is one copayment that I did cover for $25. This is to one of my doctors that I did go to at the end of last year. Their billing is a little bit off because I did pay the copay in office, but because I did blood work, the blood work is charged different or separately. So we're going to cover that out of Ready to Assign, and that has taken care of the two overspend categories that we had. So now we have a total of $1,246.23 to play with. Now, like I mentioned, we are getting paid on Valentine's Day, so we have from the day that I'm recording this video, which is the 10th, until the 13th to cover. We're going to get another paycheck on the 14th. Now, what I'm going to do is just jump into our focus views. The first view that I'm going to look at is fixed. Now, in this category or in this focus view, I have put all of my fixed bills in here just so it narrows it down and I don't have to scroll all the way through the budget to be able to find the categories that are my fixed bills. So in the home expenses, I do have renter's insurance, which is only a half of it because my due date is in the month of March. I have cell phone, internet, and home phone. Those are due at the end of the month. So I think we're just going to wait on these until the next pay period. Because as of right now, we haven't really gotten paid from our W-2 jobs because we only have two paydays, the 14th and the 28th of February. So technically, we haven't really gotten paid yet. The monies that we're working with is the last paycheck from the month of January and the SSI benefits that came in today. Into my babies, I do have $20 available here because I didn't write them the check for last week. And I'm going to put another $20 in here for a total of 40 because I do have to write them a check for last week and this week. Or I think it's last week and yes, last week and this week. So next in the my babies category, I do have braces and child support, and these two I am going to wait until we get paid on the 14th. In cars, I do want to cover the car insurance for $238. That is due on the 13th, the day before we get paid. In subscriptions, I don't have to do anything in subscriptions other than Google Cloud because Google Cloud is due on the 12th. This is before we get paid. All right, so we have taken care of all the fixed bills. We're going to jump over to debt before we do anything else. Now, in debt, I want to cover my upgrade loan. So I wasn't able to cover this with our last paycheck. So I do want to cover this one because as of right now, we're running about 38 days between the last time I made a payment to now. So the interest is going to be crazy. So we're going to cover that with this paycheck. Auto loan will have to wait until the next pay period, and so will lending club. All right, so now into the credit card section. I don't have to worry about the credit cards because they're all due within the next pay period. So Mattress Firm is the first one that's up and it's due on the 14th. So we can assign money when we get paid again to be able to cover the credit cards. But whatever available money is in the categories right now, I'm going to go ahead and send that money over to make the payments on the cards. Now, $356.93 is what is left, and we can do some things in the variable section. Now, home expenses for around the house, we don't need to worry about that. Food, we're going to put $15 in dining out because I did use all the money that I had. Groceries, I'm going to make this, I do have $55.23 left. I'm going to round this out to $250. So I'm going to do plus 250. I think minus 55.23. I think. I think this will give me the total of 253. Let's see. I hope so. There we go. So you can do math here in YNAB, and I love it about the software that I don't have to actually go and break out my calculator. So $250 should be able to get us through the next few days because we are very low. I should say we're not empty, but we are very low on food and I need to go grocery shopping. So I think $250 should get us through one shop. So when we get paid again, then I will go ahead and assign some more money. Snacks, we go with snacks as I see fit, and that comes out of dining out. In my babies, I don't need to get my son's haircut. We can wait another week, so we're going to hold off on that. But car fuel, I'm going to put $82 here because I need to go ahead and pump some gas, and I think $82 is a good amount. All the other categories here, personal, I should be able to last until the end of the week. Health and wellness, I can last until the end of the week. And gifts and giving, I think this is the only category that I'm going to put the additional money in. But I did want to mention that I went to the periodontist. So after I recorded my last video and went ahead and checked my calendar to plan for the week, I did realize that my appointment was on the 3rd. It cost $550 for the 3D scan to find out how they're going to do the placement for my implant. They did charge me, I paid in office. I was able to cover this amount out of, sinking funds, and I'm waiting for my insurance to go ahead and reimburse me. Now, I do know they're only going to reimburse about 65% of this, so I'm going to have to absorb the additional out of the 550. Not a big deal. I was able to cover it. Now we're left with the 6516. What I'm going to do is jump over to all. So Valentine's Day is coming up. Hubby and I really don't celebrate Valentine's Day. We're not big on that. But my kids do like to bring in gifts for their friends. And the fact is, they do get gifts from their friends at school. So what I'm going to do is put the $65.16 in this category to be able to pick up some gifts for my little one's classmates. So that's it. I have assigned all the money down to zero. And like I did mention, everything is covered between now and the next time we get paid. So we don't have to do anything else for the next few days when it comes to money. Everything is covered until then. So this is the budget. Oh, before I go, you guys. So here in the debt section, I did create a category for snowball because I do want to have a snowball rolling for whatever debts are paid off. And any extra money that I get will go into the snowball. So this $93.62 was the reimbursement that I got from Capital One. Now I did put a community post that I reached out to Capital One about the interest that Lending Club charged me because I had my payment reversed and then I ended up paying it long after. So when they asked me how much interest it was, I told them it was the $93.62, which is what it was. Because when I looked at the payment, when Lending Club first got the payment and they calculated to when they reversed it and then recalculate for the next payment, that was the exact amount. And they reimbursed me, you guys. So I was very happy. I am putting it in the snowball. So I'm going to move this money. My next debt that I'm working on is my Apple card. So I'm going to transfer this money over to Apple and I'm going to make the payment. So that's what it is, you guys. Everything is now assigned. There is $0 left in ready to assign, and we are covered for the next few days. So all the way to the right over here in the inspector, you can see that we are underfunded by $4,910.80 for the rest of the month. And I think between our two pay periods that's coming up, we will be able to completely fund February. And this is a good thing. I was able to fully fund January, and it looks like we're going to do just the same and fully fund February. And this is a major step because this wasn't something that I was doing on a monthly basis. So 2025 is starting out on a good note. So that's it, you guys. This is it for this video. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch. I appreciate you guys so much. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Click subscribe if you are not subscribed to the channel. I would love for you to, join and follow along with my journey. And like I said, my name is Melissa, and thank you guys for being here. Bye now.